Today we're going to talk about XLR cables. Okay, so I've got one here, and you can see here each end of this cable has a slightly different connector on it. This one here is called a male connector, this one here is a female connector. Okay, and these two can be working together, but more likely we would plug them into different devices, obviously. So the XLR connector, which is these parts here on each end, so the XLR connector is a standardized cable used for many purposes. Mostly it carries audio signal between different devices. This is the most common connection used for microphones, but it's also often used to carry line level audio from a mixer output to active speakers. So I actually have a microphone right here, and you can see on the bottom of the microphone we have a male output the same as this cable, and so when we take our female one, those will connect together perfectly. They've got a nice little switch here which locks them in place, which makes it really hard for them to come out. A really great design feature. And the best thing about them is this. They have 3 different pins there, and each pin has a different function. Okay, so just like when we were looking at the TS cables, there's multiple wires inside here, and each one does something different. So pin 1, and you can actually see there's a small number on here. Yeah, pin number 1 is the ground, and you need this to stop hum, and you need this just to make this whole thing work properly. Pin 2 carries the audio signal, and pin 3 carries that same signal but flipped upside down. Okay, so it's the opposite polarity, and we use that for noise cancellation. So carrying the signal twice like this is known as balanced audio, and it's a really cool form of noise cancellation, but it was invented in like the 40s. So it's really impressive, and a balanced audio signal can travel for like 600 meters as opposed to an unbalanced signal which can only go about 15 meters. So how are we going to use this? We use it when we use a microphone. This will be how we connect to a mixer. Okay, so the female end plugs into the microphone, then the male end sends that signal into the top of the mixer. Or you could use it to plug into an interface to connect to a computer. Computers don't have this connection, so that's what the interface does. You could also use these to run different input devices like a DI box into a mixer or an interface. But then the other thing, these can carry line level audio, so that they can run from out of a mixer and into speakers. Okay, really cool cable, and it's great that it can go over longer distances.